Since my appointment as regional minister, if you have been following, every month we hold these sanitation day exercises. Thankfully today, the local government minister in Accra is launching the National Sanitation Day exercise, meaning that all across the country, on the direction of His Excellency the President, we are expected to participate in these exercises on the first Saturday of every month. We started as far back as March, on the 6th March, and we believe that cleanliness is next to godliness, and if rightly so, then you have to put it into practice and not only recite it as and when need be. So today we gathered to clean up, not just only here at the RCC, but also across all 42 municipal and district assemblies. The Metropolitan, that is KMA, will hold theirs tomorrow. I know that Chumang South, they are holding theirs at Afari Military Hospital. Others are holding theirs at key centers, and just a few too at their municipal assemblies. We have decided to hold ours here at the RCC because indeed charity begins at home. And we believe that if you're able to get here to a standard where when people enter, they will realize that the standards here are something that needs to be held by the other MMDAs. We believe that it should motivate them to be able to keep the environment clean. So I want to thank all the participating groups, the youth volunteer groups, including the Zoom Lion and all the other sanitation sector players for coming in to support us. It's been a very successful day so far. We are not done yet, because we want to do the street all the way towards Lancaster as well.
Yes, so I want to understand, aside the national sanitation, what are some interventions you are putting in place to ensure that, our cities are clean?
So, once again, the president has decentralized some of these sanitation contracts, especially that of the Zoom Lion, and had made the monies available to the district assemblies so that they are able to engage the communities to own our sanitation drive. In practicalizing this, I have met in 3 different meetings all the sanitation groups, volunteer groups in Ashanti region. Because even without government intervention and support, they were doing these works already. So I've directed all the MMDAs to make sure that they find some of these contracts for them, so that at the local level, they are able to be cleaning key areas of the cities, pending another drive of National Sanitation Day in a month's time. Again, enforcement of laws, which I think is key for you. As I speak with you, I remember during the RCC meeting, I made mention that 116 individuals are standing prosecutions here in Ashanti region for violating some sanitation laws, among others. And I want to thank the enforcement agencies, i.e. the regional environmental health officer and the metropolitan and then the municipal health officers as well. So you are charged and you are prosecuted. And I think that will serve as an example to prevent people from illicit disposal of refuse within the city. The last but not the least is, with the support of signals, we've been able to direct some of the CCTV cameras towards areas that are key for us, where littering usually goes on in a very rampant manner. And with that effort, that's the reason why we've been able to identify some few individuals who were flouting the laws and been able to prosecute them. I believe that with this law enforcement and our ability to come out and support government effort, we should be able to have a good control over these sanitation issues. Also, I'm sure you have followed the sorting exercises that are going on. We are putting to use the excavators that are confiscated legally for government. So most of these big drains where you would realize that it was very choked and all that, we have to put them to good use. I.e. the one at Wayek, I'm sure you saw it. One at Chuma Bwakwa, I'm sure I posted it this morning. And the one at Airport Runabout, and then Pelele as well. So most of these bigger drains, we are working with the NADMO to be able to get these things done. So I want to thank all the groups for helping us in making sure we keep the city clean.
Finally, you mentioned that people in the Afari area. They will be meeting at Afari to clean up. We went there a few weeks ago and then we had overgone. I want to understand February when we went there with the late defense minister, he mentioned that the project was going to open this month, September. How far with it? Is there any?
So yes, we've written again to the defense ministry, following the incidents that happened. Definitely, we will not be able to meet the September timeline, looking at the issues that happened. Not just Afari, the Agenda 111 hospitals that were not completed. Yesterday, we were at Sewua Military Hospital. And in all these visits we've been doing, what we do is that we charge the MMDAs to stand in for government. But once the facility is located within your district or assembly, you should be able to support us, keep the place, so that we do not lose it to bushfires or any other theft cases that may happen in those areas. So after I charge the district assembly to take control over the space and make sure the place is well kept. That's the reason for which they are doing a cleanup exercise there today, to be able to weed around it. Yesterday we were at Sewua, and equally I was together with the Bosumche DC, and we have also instructed them to make sure they take charge and make sure they clean and weed up the place, pending the final decision of the health ministry and their support in helping us be able to complete these facilities. So I've charged them that any facility that falls within your district, once it is a government installment, make sure you pay attention to it and make sure it's in good shape, pending our ability to get support from the sector ministers and His Excellency the President in completing them.
You mentioned that we'll not be able to meet the September deadline. Do we have any clear communication as to when we can?
That would definitely come from the Defense Ministry. Here at the RCC, ours is to make sure that what they are doing is done and done well. So I can only speak to it when they communicate to us.
Any final words?
Just to encourage citizens that this is our nation, and the little we do would not only protect Ghana for us, but it will also protect Ghana for the next generation. So let's contribute all we can in making sure that whatever responsibility that you are tasked to perform, do so as though you are doing it unto the Lord. And I'm sure that generations will come and definitely would hear of your good works and be able to also serve as an example for others to also be patriotic and be loyal to the state.